this is art.
Another week, another breakdown. Alright, this is a brown belt match I had back in March in the Dallas Open.
Well, it's only about 10 minutes from my house.
Okay, match 1 of 2 today, guys. Match 1 of 2 today. Let's go. Let's get into it. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Alright, we get a nice little kibosh and he shoots. Alright, I get my down block hand in. Try to go for the cow catcher, but he immediately goes for the drop Seoinage. Alright, I take his back from the drop Seoinage. I'm around his face right now, not really around the neck. I'm going to look to get ear to ear, start pushing my elbow in, start rotating to the right, which is the choking hand, okay? And then, boom, we should be getting the tap here in a sec. There we go, boom. Alright, so when we look at this again, you're going to see my left hand's going to be my down block hand. Alright, this is preventing him from getting in on the shot as I sprawl my hips. My right hand goes in for the cow catcher, but I don't do a good job of turning the corner. I stay right in front of him, so now he turns this into a drop Seoinage. So I immediately drop my left forearm to the mat. I'm going to start turning my head to the left, so I drop on my right shoulder instead of my head. I'm going to get my hooks in right here. I get an underhook, and my left foot goes in for a hook as well. Okay, my right knee is going to start shooting through as I start attacking the neck. When I start attacking the neck, it makes him focus on the face. So it's very easy for me to start rotating through and capturing my other hook, alright? But right here, I'm going to go for a body lock instead. I'm not going to score any points with this body lock just because in IBJJF, you need 2 hooks without your feet crossed in order to score points.
What?
So instead, I'm just going to keep my body lock just because this is really good finishing position. I'm going to start pushing my elbow down into his chest. I'm going to start rotating to the right since that's my right arm's the one that's doing the choking, and I hip in to finish, and we get the tap. All right, now on to match 2. Let's go.
Yo, Tommy! I didn't hear no bell.
All right, match 2 of 2. This is brown belt 175 gold at the Dallas Open. All right, we get the kibosh. We start hand fighting. I go for my ankle pick. My ankle pick right there was just to kind of test the waters out. See,
that was a big water job, right?
See his strength, see his reaction. All right, and also just to see like if I need to level change a little bit more. But we start hand fighting a little bit more here. All right, he's gonna go to pull. When he goes to pull, he has no feet in front of me. Right, he's basically pulled me on top of him, so I'm gonna start jumping around his guard. All right, to north south. This is gonna force him to go to turtle. So my left hand's gonna grab the chin. My right arm's gonna underhook and start punching to his head. I fall to my right hip to finish this cow catcher, and then all I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to take my left hand and go crossface. So instead of going over his head, I go under his head this time, as you see right there. It is absolutely my ultimate goal with this crossface underhook to keep my opponent flat. Alright, at any moment he can get to his shoulder is the moment he's going to recover his guard. From here, I'm going to start using my left foot. Alright, you're going to see my left toes are going to go inside the thigh. I'm going to start tripoding here. When I tripod, it ensures he stays flat. And then now, boom, my right knee cuts across. My right knee now is going to start going under the shoulder. It's going to start shelving it. I'm going to start sucking him up.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
As I bring my left leg back underneath. Boom. I get my knees wide, I keep my butt low, and by doing these things, keeping my knees wide, my butt low, shelving him on my lap, it's going to ensure he can't, 1, roll me over, but also it's going to be a much harder time for him to get his frames in. And as you see, he's struggling to get his frames in, and it just ensures I get my pass points right here. Now from here, I'm going to look to go knee on belly. I start to block his hip. I'm going to rush this a little bit, and I'm going to get caught right back in quarter guard, as you see right here. Boom. From here, I'm going to start looking to flatten out his bottom arm as my left arm starts to go right underneath his head and grab his armpit. I usually like taking the back from here, but he does have a very loose grip on my foot, so I'm just going to slip it out and go to mount. From here, my opponent tries to bump me off, but I'm not sitting directly on his hip, so it really doesn't do anything to me. I have an Americana grip locked up here, but I didn't believe I could get it, so I start to try to move on to something else. Possibly a mounted triangle is what I was looking for here. But I start to notice my opponent's tired, alright, so I go right back to my Americana grip. I'm going to start gripping with my left arm, goes under his head, grabs the wrist. My right arm goes under the elbow, grabs my own wrist. Now all I got to do here is take my left elbow to his ear, and then boom, I'm going to start pushing his wrist back as I start lifting his elbow up, and we get the tap. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I won the brown belt division at 175 in under 5 minutes.
I'm fast.
If you like the content, if you like the breakdown, please like and make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit that 500 subscriber goal. Alright, we'll see you next week with another breakdown.